Let's talk a little bit about the Golden State Warriors, who are playing in the second game of our doubleheader, because Golden State's defense, it really has spurred their 7-1 stretch, including 5 in a row. So Golden State ranks third in both defensive efficiency and opponent field goal percentage in this time. And aside from Saturday's win over the Suns, the rest of these games, they have not been close. 6 of their last 7 wins have come by double digits. So the Warriors, they have splashed their way into the 10th seed. But okay, what's been the key today to the Warriors' resurgence here?
Look, Steph Curry undeniably is the best Warrior, right? But right now, their success is predicated on Draymond Green. He is the most important. If you see the way that he plays, he's brought all those pieces together. I'm talking about Andrew Wiggins. I'm talking about Jonathan Kuminga. We have not said his name enough in how he's been able to play. Draymond is the orchestrator. He's the one that's able to create these mismatches and throw the lobs. He's getting Steph his open looks. So the reason why Draymond has been successful is because he's been able to put the system around him. And I just really like to see that finally the basketball is being focused upon and they're reaping the benefits of that.
Yeah. So there's a couple, Chiney nailed it, all of it. The only thing that I would even venture to add to that is this is the healthiest that they have been, Brian.
That's been
really
important
since December.
And frankly, Draymond is verifying why the Warriors put up with all of his bleep, because he is exactly given them what they've needed, which is defense. And they're playing old school basketball. And I mean defense and scoring on the interior. Now, you're always going to see the Steph Curry three-pointers. But in this stretch, they have gone inside, been one of the leaders in points in the paint, and that's been driven by Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga has been a guy who doesn't shoot threes like the Splash Brothers, but he gets inside those close-range shots, shoots high-percentage shots. They get stops on the other end. It's not new age basketball like they've pioneered, but it's still extremely effective.
Draymond Green shook up the world. His suspension did, right? And it also shook up the Golden State Warriors. And they went through their lows, but they found that diamond in the rough. And that was Jonathan Kuminga. Because all of a sudden you saw the whole system, that beautiful basketball that we've grown accustomed to seeing the Golden State Warriors play, right? The screen-to-screen action, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry draining threes. That system changed. And we heard after, I think it was, the Utah game, well, Draymond Green, he had high praise for Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah.
He said that he's our number 2 option now. Think about it. When was the last time since we saw maybe Kevin Durant, anybody outside of Steph Curry have the freedom to go isolation, post-ups, whatever the case may be? And so when I think about Jonathan Kuminga and I think about what he's brought to the table and how he opened up the eyes to the organization and Steve Kerr, that's been the biggest story.
A few years ago, when they won the NBA championship, they had Andrew Wiggins doing exactly what Jonathan Kuminga is doing. One and done, like going down in transition, just taking the ball to the rim, and then receiving those, post-up looks. So I think they found another mold. Now they have to get the rest of the system perfected.
The question just becomes how high they can rise, right? Because they're 10th right now. They're staring up at the Lakers, the Kings, the Mavericks, the Pelicans, the Suns. And then I'm not even getting into the top 4 because I really believe that those 4 teams are cemented in some way, some fashion. So we'll see what this yields. But it's time now for Pick and Roll, brought to you by ESPN Bet, the official sports book of ESPN. Everybody took the Golden State Warriors against the Clippers tonight without Kawhi Leonard. But may I remind you, they still have Paul George on the floor. You still got James Harden on the floor.
But I think that's a friendly reminder to the world how important Kawhi Leonard is to this team.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
I should be picking, just to go against the grain, I should be picking the Clippers, but I'll pick the Warriors because my parents have a little Valentine's Day.
I was about to say you have to.
Game
oh, they
tonight.
do?
Happy Valentine's Day, Mom and Dad.
I'm on fire.